Stink and the Ultimate Thumb Wrestling SmackDown by McDonald. Chapter 6. Ballerina Butt Boy. "Welcome to Empty Hand Academy," said a girl with a yin-yang headband. "I'm Izzy. I'm an orange belt, so I help new kids." Stink breathed it all in. One whole wall was a mirror. Black and orange training mats covered the floor. Foam-covered punching bags stood guard in the corner. On the wall were the words respect, confidence, focus, self-defense, better grades. "Take off your shoes," said Izzy. Stink kicked off his smelly sneakers. He stepped onto the mat in his sock feet. His feet went flying. Izzy laughed. "You just learned your first move, the flying butt fall." "I see our new student is off to a flying start," joked a guy with a shaggy hair and a black belt. Stink picked himself up. "Stink Moody," said Izzy. "This is our teacher, Mr. Albion. We call him Sensei Dan." Sensei Dan bowed to Stink. "Hello, welcome. Take off your socks." Stink Moody: "In karate, we have more control in bare feet." "Who's that?" Stink asked, pointing to a life-size cardboard action figure of a guy doing karate. "That's the venerable Yuto Kashiwagi," Izzy answered. "He's a world-famous karate champ. We call him Dragon Master." "Warm-ups, everybody," Mr. Albion called. Kids walked around the edges of the mat. "I am only I," said Sensei Dan. "I am only I," the class repeated. "I walk in my own footsteps. I walk in my own footsteps," said the class. Next, they sat on the floor and did push-ups, crunches, and stretches. Then they crossed their legs, closed their eyes, and focused on a calming image. Stink opened his eyes. Stink did not feel calm. All he could think about was karate kicking, hi-ya, and punching, ka-pa, and chop-o-matic chopping. Where were all the boards for chopping? Aye-yi! "Let's try not to make sound effects during this calming meditation," said Sensei Dan. Stink turned beet red. "Let your mind be a pool of water, a pond without ripples." Stink tried to pretend he was a pond. But how was being a pond going to help him with karate or thumb wrestling? He told himself a joke instead. "What do you call a pig that does karate?" "A pork chopper, hardy har har." "Silence, please," said Mr. Albion. Stink turned beet redder. When they were done being pools of water, Sensei Dan showed Stink some hand positions. "Remember, Stink, karate means empty hand." The only empty hand Stink cared about was the one for chopping bricks. Next came a lot of standing around, horse stance, ready stance, cat stance. Standing was boring. Standing was not kicking or punching or breaking stuff. When Stink had to bow to Izzy, he headbutted her. When Stink had to bend like a willow, he fell over into a box of balls. And when Stink had to stand on one leg, a kid they called Rooster Raymond said, "Dude, you look like a praying mantis." At last, out came the punching bags. Wham, slam, bam! Stink Booty, a.k.a. Shark Hammer Smash, was the ultimate high-flying, punch-bagging, thumb wrestling machine. On his way over to the slammer, Stink tripped and tumbled into a forward roll. "Hey, ballerina butt," Rooster hissed under his breath. "Dance class is next door." "Mr. Raymond," Sensei Dan pointed to the word over the mirror, "respect. Don't make me remind you again." Sensei Dan handed Stink a jump rope. "Mr. Moody, how about if you step off the mat and do some work with the jump rope instead?" "Jump rope? You've got to be kidding." But Stink knew he had to respect the jump rope, at least until class was over. When they were done, Stink asked, "Mr. Albion, Dan, I was wondering, when is the karate chopping?" "Karate isn't just about the body, Mr. Moody. It's about the mind, too." "Uh-huh. Many of my students have been practicing a long time." "Uh-huh. Karate is a discipline, a mindset. It It doesn't happen in a day. Uh-huh. Stink had his mind set on karate chopping. Stink had his mind set on becoming the ultimate thumb wrestling champ. Tell you what, step onto the mat and I'll walk you through a sidekick. Really? Sweet. Sweet. Stand on the blade of one foot. Bring your knee up and kick it out. Shoom. Sensei Dan's left foot shot out, lightning fast. Maximum strike force, yelled Stink. He punched the air. 1, 2. Now you try. Ready? Kick. Stink stood on one leg. Stink wobbled like a weeble. Stink bent his knees and kicked. He spun around on one leg like a jewelry box ballerina. His flying kick went flying. Bam! His left leg hit the cardboard box. Dragon Master right smack in the jaw. The venerable Yuto Kashiwagi crumpled to the ground. Stink landed on his butt again. Stink, are you okay? Are you kidding? Stink asked. Karate rocks. New guy Stinky Moody, ballerina butt boy, had just kicked the Dragon Master's butt. Yar. Squawk. Ladies and gentlemen, Thummy versus Raging Rooster Ramsicle. In this corner is Thummy, straight from the crypt. I'm gonna wrap you up, Rooster. Up at dawn, ready to thumble, is the Rooster. Is his crow worse than his throw? I'm gonna cock-a-doodle-doo crush you. Cock-a-doodle don't. Thummy, thummy, thumpster. Gonna toss ya in the dumpster. You're cracked. I'll make an omelet out of ya. Thwack, thwack. Thummy the mummy buries another one. The end.